Hello scrapbookers, this is Charlene. I am from Scrapstorians. I'm the third design team member and I'm also the last to post a video. Now you have to forgive me for the quality of this video because I don't have one of those special hoobie doobs that Cheryl and Brandy have to hold your camera, so I'm kind of winging this a little bit, but I promise Cheryl I'd get this post up and give this total video a try. So what I wanted to show you today was something a little bit different. We went to Scotland in 2013, my sister and I did I wanted to document it in a different way, like a travel notebook, journal smash book. So I basically pushed the conventional scrapbooking away that I normally do, and I made my own basically scrapbook out of a travel journal notebook style. So this book started off blank white sheets, and as we go through it, you'll see how it has progressed and the personality has really picked up, and my technique has changed over the few pages, adding in layers and flaps and all sorts of fun things. I've taken some collections for paper from Simple Stories, from Bo Bunny, from random collections, from recollections of Michael's. And then I've also included lots of Heidi Swap sprays. You'll see the Distress paints. You'll see the Dilutions paints. Love this stuff. Of course, Mr. Tim Holtz, all his distressing. So you'll see a lot of these things being used along with lots of stamps and different templates for my backgrounds and whatnot, different punches and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to flip through it for you so you can see. And again, I apologize for the quality of the video. I will step this up once I get a little more comfortable with this idea. So as I said, we started off with basically white pages. This is going to be my first page, but I always kind of leave it for the last one just to complete my book. So this is, the paper was white, clean, beautiful, multimedia, heavy duty cardstock in here, and I love it. It's been so easy to work on. And as I've gone through, like I said, I've kind of developed the technique and the style. So I started off with a little more conventional here, as you can see, but I wanted to make sure that I had a fun place to journal and a fun place to include little bits from different types of tools and information books and travel books that we had used along the way. Now I did start out by journaling each page, but then I discontinued that because I wanted to be able to go back and relive basically the trip by journaling it picture by picture and just looking at each one and remembering some of the good stuff. And plus I need Brandy here to help me with my memory. So, and first, the book starts out, again, being a little bit more conventional, a little bit more simple, but as I got more comfortable, the book started expanding. And I wanted to make sure I incorporated places to put my own journal when I was getting ready to go on the trip, and this is the journal I took on the trip. So I ripped out pages, aged it a little bit, but this is truly my my packing list that I started with, and it's just fun to see it in here. This is the other Canadian flag that I used for my pack. It came in a pack of 2, and I also wanted incorporated little elements, pockets and stuff like that to keep some of the important documents or itineraries that I didn't want to just throw away or put into a random box. I wanted to keep all the elements here in this book. A little bit more conventional again, but I will probably end up adding in some things, and you'll see how I will do that as we get through the book. Excuse me. So full page here, very much out of my comfort zone, but really enjoyed having a full page of journaling. That's not my strong point, but this book has really pushed my comfort level, and I've really enjoyed putting it together. And I've also tried to find, like, these are close to my heart journal pockets. Love them. Was able to kind of just modify the paper inside of it to make it, you know, suit the theme of the page, and use them for journaling spots. Some a little bit more traditional. I'll probably end up dressing this up, but again, I mean, taking typical paper, using the notebook punch from, that would be Creative Memories, and making a little, almost like a little aged notebook page there. This one was very conventional scrapbooking. However, the background was new to me, and this was a brick wall that I developed using different kinds of the Distress ink pads, and it was so much fun to put together. Slapped it on with a little bit of spray, and I loved how it turned out. Moving through, this was the page that set me on course to do lots of different things. So as you can see, I just basically used flaps. So by scoring some of the edges here, was able to glue down. And there's different elements that we have in here for journaling. And then I also got a little bit crazier and used flaps to incorporate lots of different pictures in different ways. I really enjoyed this page. I absolutely loved it, and this is what kind of set me on course to do the rest. Day 2, I got even a little bit more crazy with the flaps. And again, these are little pieces of journaling cards that I'm going to end up filling out, and then I'll permanently put down in a way that I can read them, or at least move them so I can read them as I go through the book. So just adding, like I said, just getting creative with flaps. It was really a lot of fun, as you can see there. So then moving through a little bit more, this is another page that I did. As you can see, again, trying to maximize the space to get the most amount of pictures without compromising any of the pictures, so that I can keep everything, and just utilizing some ideas that allow me to basically keep the memories. And then this one here was a big day, day 3. So I actually incorporated a little books by creating flaps in the way to open it, different journaling spots again. And then that actually turned out, one page turned into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, creating a pocket so that I can keep some precious elements that I want to. Then, in order to add more, I actually started tying in a page, or little pages, which I'll probably incorporate through some of the other more simpler layouts. And this one here is going to be another page that I'm going to tie in. So I did the front of it here, complete with flaps, and then also some journaling elements as well. Sorry again about the video, you guys, it's kind of crappy. And you can see I'm going to do the back. So that's going to tie in much of the same manner as this little one did, with some different pictures, and then the book will continue. And what I decided to do is, basically we did a 5-day trek, the Great Glen Way. So every page is going to talk about each day, all the events, have little pieces of information, the journaling of what happened that day, and then I'll do a separate scrapbook with some of my favorite together pictures of the moments, you know, in more of a conventional manner. So this has really been a lot of fun. I encourage you to try this. It's been fantastic actually, and I will update with another video when I actually complete this one and show you kind of some of the other stuff that I was able to come up with. So again, thank you so much for stopping in and checking it out, and thanks for putting up with my low quality video. I hope you enjoyed it and it inspires you to do some great things on your own as well with your own trips. If you have any questions, visit us at the blog or send us a note, and please like our video. Thanks so much.